What's going on, guys? So the goal today is going to be try to get the frame all sorted out, so we're ready to get the engine bolted on. You saw in the first video that this front fork has a real sharp bend to it, so I got to straighten that out. And then the other thing I'm going to get accomplished today is get that that bracket fixed up. I already made a couple tabs here. You can kind of see. Put the bolts in the middle for a spacer. And I'm gonna tack it on right there, get it welded up solid, throw some paint on it, and that should be good to go. And then for the fork, I gotta pull it off the bike entirely, and not quite sure how we're gonna handle that yet, but we'll handle it once we get there. Stay tuned. Alright, so I finished getting those welded up. Kind of hard to see out here, but need to throw some red paint on there and maybe grind them a little bit. They'll be good to go. Okay, so I got this cleaned up a little bit better. Now you can see it easier in the when you're inside, but got this new tab welded on. Should work nicely. Alright, so I still need to grind on it a little bit, but other than that, I'm going to start tearing apart this front end. We'll get that straightened out, and then move on to the next thing. Okay, so I just found another issue as I was taking this apart. So you can kind of see that gap there. You can kind of see how much there's tons of play in there. So I'll have to put some spacers in there or something. Looks like that's pretty bent too. I'll have to fix that too. Not a big deal though. Okay, so I got the forks off, and you can really see how bent they truly are. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle that yet. The other thing I want to do while it's apart, as you can see, there's some little bearings in there, some actual roller bearings. So I think what I'll probably do, because they're kind of chunky, I might take them out and soak them and clean them really good, and then grease them and put them back in. But for now, I'm gonna get this straightened out. So let me think about how I want to do this, and then I'll get you back on. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a shot. Got it in the vise here with a couple pieces of 2x4 and a long piece of exhaust pipe. Let's see if we can't get this to. It looks pretty good. Maybe it's a little bit more on that far one there. Yeah, I think that's good enough. That looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, so I got those bearings pulled out, cleaned up, and greased. Got them back in. I bent this tab down a little bit. It was pointing upwards before. And then I figured out why there's so much play. So if you look up there, there's a spacer. This spacer is missing from down here. That's why it was rocking around so much. So what I came up with was this little spacer right here. Should fill in that gap, keep it from rocking around like it was before. That should be good to go. I'm gonna get this all installed now. Okay, so that's all bolted together. I don't know if you can see that spacer in there. It spins nice and free now. There's no more play in it. And then this bump stop's actually working. So that should be good. So I think I can go ahead and throw the fender back on. And then front tire and chassis should be all ready to go, except for some paint on the peg there. Okay, bike is all back together. You can see the handlebars are nice and straight now. I mean the front forks. All the play has gone out of this. Turns nice and free because of those bearings being all cleaned and greased up. Next video, we'll get to installing this. It's a Briggs Intech, I think it's a 206cc. Should be a nice upgrade. But that'll be the next step. And I should be able to finish it in the next video too. So hopefully we'll get this thing riding pretty soon. Thanks for watching.